This is the last year of the Fox Body platform, 1993. This is a great car with black interior, 5-speed, and all kinds of tasteful mods. Let's take it for a rip. Per the usual, we are back with another Fox Body. And as you know, we love our LX Coupes here, and this is a really cool LX Coupe that's got all kinds of really cool period correct stuff done to it. But for starters, this is a 1993 Ford Mustang LX Coupe. It has a documented 90,514 actual miles, so it's a great mileage car. And again, one that you could take even further to the next level if you want to, or you can drive it like it sits because it's a whole lot of fun to rip this car around town with the mods that are already done to it. But it's a clean Carfax, no accidents or damage ever reported in a true 90,000 mile example. The mechanicals on it does retain its original numbers matching 5-liter, but it basically has an aluminum top-end kit on it. I'm not sure exactly which heads they are. I think they're a TrickFlow head. I can't 100% say that, but it's an aftermarket aluminum head. Does have a TrickFlow intake and then a BBK cold air intake as well. Car definitely has a cam in it. Do not know which cam it is. Sounds like a B303 if you ask me, but I could be wrong. Definitely has a cam. Then you have some other supporting mods that we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. A lot of suspension stuff, a lot of really good things that were done on this one. You do have drilled and slotted front discs. Power steering works exactly like it should. AC's nice and cold, heat blows hot. Really comfortable car to run down the road. On the interior, my favorite interior for a Fox Body, it's code DJ, which is your black cloth interior. Seat covers look great. Door panels are excellent, really no problems with any of that. On the door panels around like the power windows, power locks, the little plastic little bezel there has a couple little nicks on both sides and a little bit of bolster wear on the edge of the driver's seat here. Just minimal stuff. Obviously there's no armrest, you have the cup holder add-on. Dash looks good, floor mats look great. Gauges are all clear and easy to read. You do have an aftermarket stereo there. Headliner's in really good condition. Visors look good. No issues with any of that stuff. It does feel like it has a aftermarket shifter in it, but it's really easy to find the gears. Door pockets are nice and tight. Top of the steering wheel looks good. Carpet, again, floor mats are all in really nice condition. Back seat doesn't look like it has really any wear at all. Seat belts are all in nice shape. Again, just some of the little plastic pieces on the top corners of the power windows, power locks, and then unlock button would be as well. Just a couple little flaws there, and that's really about it. Everything else on the inside is nice. As far as the doesn't work section goes, the cruise control does not work on this one, and then the washer fluid sprayers aren't spraying any fluid. Everything else is listed as a yes on this one. A doesn't work section can be found on the website pcclassiccars.com. Click on the inventory tab, scroll to the very bottom of the page when you click on this Mustang, and then you'll see the additional media section, which has got the Carfax, the auto check, and then photos of all the VIN tags, the motor numbers, and all the other stuff that we're talking about in the video will be in that additional media section. But we're warmed up, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can keep the wheels on at least a little bit. Yeah, it hooks up good, pulls well, really no complaints mechanically. The motor is fantastic, transmission shifts through the gears exactly like it should. It'll roast the rear tires if you want them to. It's a lot of fun to rip around town, just like I said before. Mechanicals are spot on, and it's an easy car to drive. As far as the underneath goes, the only things I can complain about, and it's really common on Fox Bodies, is the lower rockers on both sides do have a few little dents. There's a dent on the passenger side one, and there's a dent on the driver's side one from a floor jack, and the pinch welds are bent just a little bit. Again, a real minor thing that I'm talking about there, but the floors are in excellent condition. The frame looks good. There's no problems of rust or any issues at all. It really represents like a lower mileage example on the underneath. And then on the exterior, it's code EP, which is your Vermillion Red. This car does still retain all of its VIN tags all the way around the car. Front bumper, rear bumper, fenders, hood, both on the quarters, both on the doors, and the deck lid itself. The rear bumper has definitely been repainted and the tag has been resprayed over, but it is still there. The car probably has had a little bit of other paint work, but it does appear to be mostly original paint. And it's got its little checking spots, it's got its imperfections in the paint, some little things here and there, some touch-ups, some stone chips down low from behind the tires. It's a 90,000 mile car. You're gonna get some age-related spots in the cosmetics, but it still is a great looking car. It's got brand new staggered 17-inch ponies in the front and the rear. The rears are a little bit wider. Great tires all the way around. Trim looks good. Again, these little imperfections and the little touch-ups, you can find all of those in the additional media section on the website pcclassiccars.com in that additional media section, so check that out. All of the VIN tags and the door tag, the data tag, will be in that section as well. But cosmetically represents great, especially for the miles on the car. And this would be a car for someone to hop in and drive and really have some fun with. You're gonna get some little imperfections here and there. As far as your suspension goes, it does look like it has a little bit of aftermarket front suspension. You do also have caster camber plates, front and rear sway bars. Also has Eibach lowering springs. So some really nice mechanical, as far as suspension upgrades goes. Tight driving car mechanically. Goes down the road exactly like you want it to. It's a good, tight, responsive driving car. Steering, as you can see here, really is responsive. Car goes exactly where I'm pointing it. No weird shakes, no weird suspension feels. Has a really good road feel to it. As far as your driving position, sitting here in the driver's seat, the seat foam is not broken down at all. It's a really good, comfortable seat. I do like when the armrest is there where I put my arm for the driving position, but it's not an uncomfortable setup at all. I drive exactly like this with my left hand on the top of the steering wheel, right hand on the shifter, so it's a good, comfortable setup, at least for me. Looking out the glass, the windshield does have some little streaks and little spots here and there from the wipers and a couple other little nicks, but it's still clear and easy to see out of. And then you do have your power windows on both sides, which open and close exactly like they should. Your power locks also work. This is a non-rear defrost car, so you just have your flasher switch, which works properly. Back glass is clear and easy to see out of. You have your power mirrors on the left and the right, and no problems with any of that. Again, not a race car by any means, but it has really good power for the mods that are done. It's a fun car to drive, wind it up in the RPM range, get a little sideways if you want to. Just a good driving experience. Inside the trunk, it really shows well. Nothing's out of place back there. It all looks factory. Bottom side of the deck lid looks good. Again, you have your VIN tag on the bottom side of the deck lid. You have your quarter tags as well. And then when you pop the hood, all of your mechanical upgrades. You have the aftermarket SVE aluminum radiator. You have the aftermarket intake. You have the aftermarket cold air intake. You got the aftermarket aluminum heads. Everything that was done on this car looks like it was professionally done. It shows well. Nothing that is out of place in the engine compartment. Bottom side of the hood is nice. Wiring, fluids, belts, hoses, all of that looks really good on the car. Has a really good exhaust note to it as well. Does have full aftermarket exhaust. You have nice headers, and then it's got, I believe this one's an off-road H-pipe, and then Flowmasters with tailpipes coming out the back. There we go, we got a pretty good pull that time. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1993 Ford Mustang LX Coupe with 90,521 actual miles with all kinds of really cool performance upgrades, and it's a 5-speed manual transmission with black interior. From myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out the additional media section on the website pcclassiccars.com. Check out all of the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.